welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie if you're new here, and on my channel we talk about books. So let's just get right into it. This is an interesting camera angle, but I'm just trying something new. So I'm just figuring out this new tripod that I got, and we'll see if I like it like this. But this is going to be another weekly reading vlog, and I'm very excited because I just like to do vlogs with you guys. I think that they're fun. So let's quickly talk about the books that I'm currently reading, and then we will talk about any plans for the week and then go on from there. So these are the books that I'm currently reading. First and foremost, and most importantly, and most excitingly, I am reading A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I just adore it. It just makes me happy. And it's also beautiful, so that also makes me happy. But I am 170 pages into this. 169, so basically 170 pages into this. And I'm loving it. I have been waking up a little earlier so that I can read in the mornings. That's kind of my plan for this week. I should have time to read in the evenings most days this week, but not today, and not Wednesday, and not Thursday. So I guess Tuesday and Friday. But I'm really enjoying this, and I'm gonna just continue on. I think once I finish this, I'll probably pick up Frost and Starlight, and then I will begin the journey of Silver Flames, which I'm not super excited about, but we'll get to that when I actually read that book. So that is the physical book that I'm currently reading, and then I'm also reading Ambrosia by C.N. Crawford. This book, I don't really know how to talk about it because it's the second book in a series. I'm on page 113, by the way, 35% of the way through it. But it's the second book in a series, so I obviously can't talk about a lot of what's going on because it'll spoil the first book. But I'm not loving it. Not nearly as much as the first one. I really enjoyed the first book. I thought that it was fantastic, but this book is just not doing it for me, which is really disappointing. But yeah, regardless, I'm gonna finish it because I just want to finish the series and just be caught up and be done, but I'm not loving it. And then the audiobook that I'm currently listening to is The Woman in the Library, and I'm not entirely sure who it's by, but I am enjoying it. It's nothing fantastic at this point. It follows our main character, and to be honest with you, I don't know what the main character's name is, but she is writing a murder mystery, and so most of the book is the murder mystery that she's writing, and then every few chapters there is input from a pen pal about the novel. And the book that she's writing is about somebody who's writing a book, but it's a murder mystery. It's weird. I don't know. It's a little confusing, and to be honest with you, I keep getting a little bit lost in it, so we'll see what my thoughts are, but I'm about 35% of the way through that as well. So pretty solidly, I think I'm actually 17% of the way through Akawar, but I'm 35% of the way through the other two. And then once I have finished The Woman in the Library, I am planning on picking up Fourth Wing audibly because it's our September book club pick, and I read it back in July. And I feel like there are little details and stuff that I probably have missed. So I need to go back and re-listen to it, or either re-listen to it or watch videos about it and kind of get caught back up so that we can discuss it in our book club on Thursday. As well as also I just kind of want to reread it before Iron Flame comes out in November. So yeah, that's kind of the plan book-wise this week. Like I said, this week I have book club on Thursday. Wednesday, I'm going to my parents' house as per usual, and Sunday we're doing a fun wine event, but I probably won't take you with me because I suck at vlogging on the weekends. I might take you to the tasting a little bit and B-roll, but that's probably about it. Side quest challenges for the week. I have a couple. First of all, I would love to get the Pillsbury pumpkin and ghost cookies. I have been searching everywhere for them and I cannot find them, but I desperately want them. So try and find that. Second would be I want to make another batch of zucchini bread because my mom gave me this huge zucchini that she grew in our garden, and I would like to make some zucchini bread, so or zucchini muffins of some sort. So that will probably happen like today or tomorrow. And then third would be to create my D&D character because my friend invited us to join their D&D campaign. And originally we were going to put on our own, but neither Ryan or I have played. I think it would be easiest for us to join somebody else's campaign that knows what they're doing so we can learn the rules and then host our own. So I'm going to create my character for our campaign that we're playing with my friends. It's actually one of my childhood best friends, which is fun. But I'm very excited, feeling very good about the week. I am still slightly sick, getting over my sinus infection, but feeling a lot better. So yeah, that's kind of the happening for right now. But I am going to get back to listening to my audiobook, try to get through it as quickly as possible so that I can listen to Fourth Wing, and hopefully get a chance to read some more of ACOWAR. So that's the plan, but I'll talk to you guys in a while.
Hey, good morning. I read close to 50 pages of A Court of Wings and Ruin between last night and this morning. I actually read most of it this morning. I'm on page 224, so damn near 25. And I'm loving it. I'm just enjoying my time reading it. I am like trying to slow my pace a little bit because I don't want it to be over, but then again I also kind of want to finish it because I don't know, I'm just the type of person who just likes to get through books quickly, but I want to savor it. So yeah, I didn't read any more of Ambrosia. I didn't listen to any more of my audiobook, but I did read some ACOWAR, so it's good. I'm also kind of in the process of trying to figure out more of a schedule for YouTube because I do work a full-time job. I need some more structure in order to actually upload videos. So that's kind of my goal today, is to sit down and really like look at my schedule and see when I can cut out time to edit, to film, to do all the things. So that's kind of a plan for today. And honestly just kind of get my life together. I feel like my life is just all over the place, but I made myself a pumpkin spice protein shake latte. It's delicious. And I'm gonna get to my audiobook. I'm feeling like listening to like a romance audiobook. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't love reading like contemporary romance, but contemporary romance audiobooks are like fantastic. So I might pick one of those up. I don't know. I really should probably finish the book I'm listening to, but yeah, that's kind of the update. I might be sitting down today to update my reading journal for October, kind of get that ready. Maybe I'll even get my like actual bullet journal set up for October as well, depending on how much time I have. But I would like to get just kind of organized today for October. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm going to drink my coffee and listen to my audiobook, and I will talk to you guys in a while.
So I've decided that my vlogs are more entertaining when I include my life more than just books. So that's what we're doing, but I'm filming it right here because this is a pretty background and the rest of my house is just a house. So I decided today to start using the Pomodoro method for work, living my life really. And I am completely like blown away by how productive I have been today. I've gotten so much done at work, which is like, I mean, I get stuff done at work, but like I've gotten so much stuff done at work today, like an extreme amount of stuff, especially for like just everyday work. So I'm feeling very productive, I'm feeling really good. But the good thing is, because I'm doing the Pomodoro, I'm doing the 25 to 5, so 25 minutes of deep work, 5 minutes of break, which is what I'm on right now, is my 5 minutes of like taking a break. Because I've been doing that, my 5 minutes of breaks, I've been able to get a lot done around my house as well. I did the dishes, cleaned my living room, I vacuumed my bedroom, I cleaned the litter box, what else did I do? I think that's it. I need to put my laundry away, but that's gonna take more than 5 minutes, so I'm probably gonna do that later. But I'm just very happy with my progress, with the work I've put in today, And I've gotten most of my habits for my habit tracker done today. I need to drink some more water, that's on there, but I'm just feeling good. It's been a productive week. I've found that the weeks that I push myself to get out of bed at 6 a.m., I have like the best days. I woke up at 6 yesterday and today. My alarm goes off at 6, and then I have 5 minutes where I can like lay in bed but be awake and like snuggle with my cat, because Miso sleeps with me, so I snuggle right with her. And then I have a second alarm that goes off at 6:05, and I like have to be awake from 6 to 6:05, just like laying in bed, and then at 6:05 I can get out of bed and go read. And so I got like 40 pages of Aqua read this morning, and then I have had a really productive day. The nice thing about having such a productive day, though, means that I won't have to do all of this stuff after work, which means that I'll be able to read later, which is just chef's kiss. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. I have some cooking stuff that we're doing today. We're trying to get back into kind of meal prepping, like breakfast and lunch a little bit. Not so much for like the health benefits. I mean, that's obviously a plus, but more so for like the convenience factor, because sometimes it's just a pain in the ass and you like don't want to have to cook an actual meal at lunch and breakfast. So we're probably going to do some meal prepping. If I'm feeling up to it and feel like dirtying a bunch of dishes, I might make zucchini bread. I also have a salad that I'm going to make that's delicious, so I might bring it along with me for that as well. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff going on today. And then I really need to create my D&D character as well, because I think that that's going to be a process, and so I need to at least begin the process. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for the day. I'm hoping to get maybe like another 50 pages into A Court of Wings and Ruin. Like I said, I'm on page 224, and I would like to get to at least 250 today, read another 25 pages, if not to like 275, 230, or to 300. I like reading books in 25-page increments more so than reading it by chapters. I mean, chapters are great, and I will read by chapters, but I'm much more the type of person who wants to read, like, I'll read 10 pages, or I'll read 25 pages, or at least with physical books. Kindle books are a little bit different. Kindles, I generally go like chapter to chapter, but with physical books, I like to stay on those like even, I guess it's an odd number, but it's the quarters, the 25s. So yeah. Anyways, I am a little hyper right now, clearly. So I'm going to maybe grab a boiled egg and then get back to work, and I'll talk to you guys in a while. I just started the audiobook for True Love by Christina Lauren. I've decided to DNF The Woman in the Library, kind of more of like a temporary DNF, because I potentially will pick it up again in the future, but I just wasn't feeling it right now, so I decided to stop it. But I picked up True Loves, I think, by Christina Lauren. I'm like 10 minutes into it, so I don't really have any thoughts other than so far I'm enjoying it. I saw somebody on Instagram said that it was one of their favorite books of the year, along with this one, Before I Let Go, which I read this year and loved, and Fourth Wing, which I also read this year and loved. So I figure I probably will like another book that they loved if those were two of their favorite books and I loved both of them. So yeah, but I am wrapping up my work day, so I'm going to do a little bit of research on what do you call it? Oh, my D&D character. I'm gonna start kind of trying to figure out how I want to go about it. So that's kind of the plan, is to get like a D&D character, kind of at least get the outline of what I want figured out, and then kind of go into more details. But that is my plan, so I'll talk to you guys in a while. Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. I realized that I told you that the book I started that was by Christina Lauren was called True Loves. It's called The True Love Experiment. I missed some of the words apparently, but I have been listening to a little bit of it this morning and I'm really enjoying it. It's about our two main characters, Carson and Felicity. I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. Felicity is a romance author who never really, she's like, her spiel at the beginning of the book was basically she's lived her life like a romance novel without the relationship. So she like has done all these things and like been very successful and very like had a fulfilling life, other than she's never made it into an actual relationship past like one night stands and stuff like that. So she's kind of in like a midlife crisis, basically, like because she never had a real relationship, I guess. And then Carson is a documentary producer, director, something like that, and his like boss kind of decided to shift directions, and so he's kind of got some like free time, and so he is trying to figure out what to do with this free time. And he is fairly recently divorced, I think probably within, actually honestly I think they've been divorced for years. So he's divorced, he's actually comfortably divorced. Like him and his ex-wife have a really good relationship, and their daughter is older but not like teenager. I don't exactly know how old she is, but anyway, so he decides to start a dating show and he wants Felicity to host it. So that's about as far as I've gotten into this so far, but I'm really enjoying the concept. I mean, obviously it's the hero and the heroine, they're gonna end up together, but I really like, I don't know, I just really like the concept, and I'm getting to the point where like they're just meeting. I paused it before they actually like started talking, because so I haven't seen like what their interaction or their dynamic is like together, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I think it's great. And then as for physical reading, I have not read any of Ambrosia, of course, because I'm not loving it and I just don't have much of a desire to pick it up. And then I'm on page 277 of A Court of Wings and Ruin. I read about 50 pages between last night and this morning. I'm hoping to read another chunk of this today. I should have a little bit more time to read today, so hopefully we'll get through some of this. And then I also am planning on picking up Spy Family Volume 3 because my loan from the library is going to expire in the next couple of days, so I want to read it before it expires. And I might also pick up Volume 4 because I also have that one from the library and it's also expiring like the next day. So I need to read both of those this week, definitely. And then ideally I would like to finish Ambrosia this week. I just have to get up and actually read it, and then get as far into ACOWAR as I can. I'm trying to think updates for life. Going to my parents' house tonight, so I won't update tonight. Tomorrow we have a vet appointment for Benji. He's got some like red marks in his mouth, like along his gum line, and I don't know if it's like gingivitis or if I don't know. I have no idea, but I kind of had a panic moment when I noticed it last night. So I made a vet appointment for tomorrow. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, and then after his vet appointment is book club. So I will be doing both of those things, and then I don't really have any other plans. Maybe I'll be able to read and like update a little bit throughout the weekend, this weekend, specifically Saturday, because I don't think I have a lot going on Saturday. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. It's gloomy outside, which, you know, perfect gloomy fall weather is perfect for reading. So I'm feeling like reading. I'm really enjoying this audiobook. I'm gonna listen to it while I'm working today. It's like, because I'm listening on 2x speed, I think I have like 5 hours of the audiobook. So if I really like hunker down, I can probably finish it today. I don't know that I will, because I probably will end up switching to something else at some point, but something else as in like YouTube or music or something, because I just sometimes I can get into an audiobook and just like read through the whole thing, and sometimes I need some like variations. So we'll see what ends up happening, but it's been a productive morning again. I tend to be a much happier, nicer, more enjoyable person when I'm waking up at 6 a.m. because not only did I get an hour and a half to read this morning before anybody was awake, like, I mean, I guess the cats got up with me, but Ryan was still asleep and I just went and read.
But then I was able to do the dishes, I made the bed, I picked up the house, and then I got ready, and I made a vet appointment, and it was just a very productive morning. And now I'm gonna drink this water and eat my apples and go back to work and listen to my audiobook. So that's the update. I will probably talk to you guys in a while, but yeah, that's really all I've got to say.
Benji here, so don't mind the top of his head. But I just wanted to give a quick little update on the True Love experiment. I'm probably like 15% of the way through it right now, and I really like it a lot. I think that it's fun. Connor is a very good hero. I really like him as a hero, and I even like Felicity Fizzy. She's an entertaining character, but I wouldn't say she's like my favorite heroine, but I do really like Connor. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what happens. They just started casting for the dating show, and they both have got like a mutual attraction for each other at this point. And so Connor's like freaking out on himself basically because he's attracted to this woman that he's setting up on dates with a bunch of men for a True Love experiment TV show. And so he's pissed at himself basically, but he also needed the money for the job. And yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it's been a good time, and I'm excited to see where it goes. a quick update. I'm crocheting while I give this update, but I just hit the 70% mark of the True Love Experiment. I have literally like binged this book today. I feel like I'll probably finish it today as well. I'm listening to it on audiobook, and I am going to my parents' house tonight, so I'm not going to be able to listen to it there, but I can listen in the car, and then when I get home, I can listen while I crochet a little bit to finish it. If anything, I'll finish it tomorrow morning, but ideally I'd like to finish it today. I have like just under 2 hours left. I have about an hour left that I can listen to it at home, and then I'll just have to squeeze in an hour sometime this evening. But I'm loving it a lot. I've never read a Christina Lauren book before. This is my first one by them, and I'm like, I have goosebumps by how much I love this book, okay? I'm thinking I'm about to fall down a rabbit hole of their books, probably like buy everything they've ever written. Actually, I know that some people are pretty like iffy on like loving some of their books and hating some of them, but this book is up my alley. For some reason, it is so cool to read a book about characters that are like full-fledged adults that act like it, versus a lot of times if I read books about like adult romance books and they're like in their 30s, they still act really young. And like, I mean, I'm young, so I relate to that, I guess, but it's kind of enticing to read a book about characters that are, I think she's 37 and he's 33, and they act their age. Like, Connor has a 10-year-old daughter, and I don't know, just some of the descriptions in this book are more about like actually like how they're falling in love versus just like, oh, I love you now. Like, it's much more shown and like described in like inner monologues on how they're falling in love versus it just happening and you just accepting it, which I feel like is how a lot of books happen. And so I'm really, really appreciating that. We're to the point now where like this dating show is full-fledged happening, and they're like struggling because they clearly are falling for each other, and they have to pretend like they're not for this dating show. And it's such a cool concept, and it's such a fun dynamic, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I don't know if I'm going to give it 5 stars yet, but I'm leaning towards like 4.5 stars. I'm really enjoying it. I want it to end because like I want to know what happens, but I also don't want it to end because I'm just enjoying being in this world with these characters. I think it's great. So yeah, I highly recommend if you feel like picking up a adult romance book about a dating show. It's cool. It's totally not in my comfort zone, and I'm not really a big reality TV fan. I like Below Deck occasionally, stuff like that, but I'm not a big like Bachelor, Love Island, Love is Blind, none of that really like calls to me. So I don't know. I'm really enjoying it, and I think that you guys should pick it up as well. So I'm gonna get back to listening to it because I want to get further into it, but I'm enjoying my time. Good morning, happy Thursday. I finished the True Love Experiment last night. Oh, these lights are not on. That's better. Anyways, I finished the True Love Experiment last night, and I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. I thought that it was fantastic. I'm obsessed. I absolutely loved it. And I decided, because I loved it so much, that I'm going to pick up Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren as well on audio. I'm going to listen to that today. My goal would be to listen to the whole thing because I was looking at it, and at 2 times speed, which is what I listen to it, I can listen to it in just over 4 hours, which I can do just like during the day easy. So my plan is to potentially listen to that whole book today. I read another 25 pages of Aquawar. I'm on page 307. So I'm enjoying that. I'm almost halfway through it, and I tried to read a little bit more of Ambrosia last night, and I'm having a hard time getting into it. I'm just not loving it, but I might get some more of that read tomorrow or today at some point as well. But I have book club today. We're taking Benji to the vet today. I also feel like crap today. I've got cramps and I just feel ugh, and like I have a headache and I feel gross, okay? And I just want to read, and I can't just sit here and read all day, so I'm going to listen to my audiobook and listen to reading vlogs to make me feel like I'm reading. So that's the plan for today. I just wanted to update and say that I finished the True Love Experiment, and I was completely obsessed. I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in like an adult romance. I thought that the premise was really good. I thought that the ending was really good. I did call what happened, but I'm glad that what I thought was going to happen is what happened. So I'm not like upset that I was able to guess it, because that's what I wanted to happen. So I was just very, very impressed. I thought that the writing was really good. I wouldn't necessarily say that it was lyrical so much as like eloquent. Like the thoughts were very thought out. All of the internal dialogue was just very thought out and very like carefully crafted, and I really appreciated that. So I'm thinking that I'm going to become a Christina Lauren fan. So I will let you know my thoughts once I've started the Love and Other Words. I'm gonna stumble over that every time I say it, but once I've read a little bit more of that, actually when I've started it, because I haven't started it yet, then I will give you guys an update on that. I also wanted to share that I got a new book. I just got The Long Game by Elena Armis. This was my Aardvark book pick, and I actually this is my second book from Aardvark that I have. Their books feel so weird. Like my other book, I got Mr. Magic from them as well, and it also feels very weird. But I did cancel my subscription just because I need to read some of my physical books. And a lot of times my book subscriptions are not books that are like on my radar, which is good. But because I have so many physical books that I haven't read, I really need to read them. Plus, like this right here is my book of the month shelf, and I think I've read one book on it. So, or two. I've read 2 books on that shelf. So I literally had book of the month for over a year, and I've read 2 of the books that I got. So I think I need to get through some of those before I start up another subscription. And then once I've got through those, then I can decide if I want to start it back up or if I don't. So yeah, that's the plan. I did really enjoy book of the month. I also really enjoyed Aardvark, but it's not cohesive with my life right now. So I decided to pause my membership. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to update on right now. I'm going to listen to my audiobook, and I will give you an update when I kind of know a little bit more about the premise of the book. Hello. So slight change of plans. I was going to read Love and Other Words. I told you I'm going to stumble over this whole video. I am still planning on reading that, but not first. I'm going to read Stonehenge by T. Stonehenge by T. Kingfisher. I was watching, oh my god, isn't he so cute? Anyways, I was watching Tori Between the Pages' newest like reset, and she read that book and she said that she really, really enjoyed it. And it's like a 4-hour audiobook. And so I figure why not? And I'm trying to get through, my goal ideally is to read 16 books in September, and I've read 13, so I need to read 3 more. And I think that I can manage it between that and then reading Spy Family if I read the T. Kingfisher book. So that's the plan because it's short. So I'm gonna listen to that, and she said that it was really good and it's like a fantasy type book, so I'm excited. But I just wanted to give you an update that I am pausing on Love and Other Words, and I'm picking up Stonehenge, and then once I'm done with that, I likely will switch back to Love and Other Words. So that's the plan, but I just wanted to let you know. Hi, I finished Thornhedge. I gave it a 3.75 stars, just because it was a novella, and I don't feel like, I have a hard time giving like novellas higher ratings because they're short, unless it's like A Court of Frost and Starlight, and like, I don't know, series. Sometimes novellas and series are different because you already have like the connection with the characters, but it's hard to get a full like character fleshed out in a novella. And I feel like this actually did a really good job because it was kind of a dual timeline of like 200 years in the past and then now, and it followed a fairy, so it was obviously her past, but because she's like old, like 200 years old or more. So it followed her in the past where she was taken away at birth and switched out for a changeling. So she was a human that was switched out for a fairy and lived in fairy for till she was an adult, basically. And then she was taken away from this family that raised her in fairy and was told that she needed to go and pretty much like take care of the problem of the changeling that replaced her. So she was going to go like to her original home. She had no idea that she was even taken at this point. And they let her know that her whole lifetime was 5 days in the human realm. So then she like had to go back and like care for and protect this girl who took her place, basically, and her parents didn't know that they were her parents and that this girl wasn't actually their daughter. And she was a menace, and obviously she was a fairy, so she had like evil tendencies, I guess. Anyway, so it follows that timeline, and then it also follows the timeline 200 years later where our main character is basically protecting a tower that has a maiden in it. I'm not going to give like a lot more information than that because it's a fast read and there's not a lot to it, so I don't want to like give anything away, but I highly recommend it. If you're looking for like a fairy tale, fae, novella, short story, I thought that it was fun. It was super fast. The audiobook is literally like not even 4 hours, and I listened to it in like 2 because I listened on 2 times speed. So it's super quick, super easy to get through. I enjoyed it. I thought that it was fun. I don't really have a lot more to say about it. I did enjoy it. I am 2 books away from my goal for the month now, and I have 2 days. So ideally, I will finish Spy Family Volume 3, and then whether it be another audiobook or if I can get my shit together and read Ambrosia, I don't know what to expect, but I'm gonna try and sit and read Ambrosia until we take Benji to the vet and see how that goes. I also have to get discussion questions ready for book club that's tonight and potentially watch a video. Sorry, I have something in my eye, so that's why I'm like touching my eyeball. I also would like to watch like a recap video on Fourth Wing if I have time, because it's been a while since I read it. I mean, I read it in July, like I said, so it's been a couple months. So I kind of want a refresher without having to actually read the book before book club. So I might do that as well. I don't know. I don't have time to do all of these things, but I need to figure it out. So that's the plan. Hello, happy Friday. I didn't read much last night. I spent most of the day at the vet and then book club. Good news, Benji is healthy. He's doing a little bit of antibiotics for his ears, but his teeth are fine, so I'm very happy. I was really nervous, so makes me a very happy cat mom. Book club was fantastic. We had such a good time. I think that book club is one of my favorite like days of the month. It's just so fun to just talk about books and be at Barnes & Noble and just enjoy just chatting about books. But when we were at Barnes & Noble yesterday, I did buy a book. I bought The Secret History, finally, by Donna Tartt. I'm so excited to read this. It's going to be on my October TBR. I've just heard fantastic things about it, and I'm super excited to read this. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for a vlog on that book. But I just wanted to update. This morning I have read close to 50 pages of Ambrosia, and I'm still hating it. I'm 50% of the way through it now. And I updated my Goodreads today, and I was like, I don't know that I'm going to finish this book. Like, I'm not sure that I can get through it. So we'll see. I want to see what happens, but I just don't care, and I don't like it, and it's irritating. And at this point, it's like a solid maybe 2-star, which sucks because I loved Frost, but sometimes sequels just don't live up sometimes, and I'm very disappointed. So we'll see how it goes. I don't really have any other updates besides that. I'm going to start Love in Other Words today and hopefully listen to quite a bit of that. and I really, really desperately need to finish at least volume 3 of Spy Family today because my loan from the library is up like tomorrow, so I have to do it. So that's the plan for today. I'm hoping to get a good chunk of reading of ACOWAR done this weekend. I would like to read like as much as I possibly can. I'm about just under 50% of the way through it, so I think that it's doable. I just need to focus. So yeah, that's kind of the plan, but I will talk to you guys when I have kind of a reading update. Hello, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. I really desperately need to read Spy Family Volume 3 because it is going to be returned today. So I'm going to pick that up. I did get to page 211 of Ambrosia, and ideally I would like to finish it today if I have time. I also forgot to tell you that we picked our book club pick for next month, and it's Ice Planet Barbarians, and I'm super excited. I've actually been wanting to read it, but I haven't really had like a good excuse to read it, and I don't know, I feel like it's kind of out of my comfort zone, so I kind of wanted like an excuse to actually read it. But now we get to, so I'm excited. But I am going to be picking up Spy Family Volume 3. The last 2 books I've read on my iPad, but I'm going to read this one on my Kindle. So we'll see how this works. I kind of feel like it's like going to be backwards still. I don't know. It is. So you still read it backwards. So you still have to like type backward or like tap backwards to read it on the Kindle. But I'm going to try and read both of these either today or one today, one tomorrow, because I need to read them before they return. And I really don't want to have to sit and wait for another hold. So yeah, that's my plan. Also, I was printing out my things for my bullet journal and I ran out of ink. So I'm gonna have to order more ink to do the rest of these. But I guess I got like the bigs, and then I have, these were all supposed to be like small ones, and I didn't get any of those. So do what I can with these, and then I'm going to have to get some new ink, which I'll probably do this weekend so that I can update my bullet journal before the end of the month. So that is kind of my current plan. I'm going to just read this, and ideally my plan would be to finish at least Spy Family Volume 3 and Ambrosia today. If not, Spy Family Volume 3, 4, and Ambrosia would be like really ideal, but I don't know how much I'm going to be reading or if I'm going to be doing other things later tonight. So I'm going to read this right now, and I will let you know what my plan is. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that when we were at Barnes & Noble yesterday for book club, I found a copy of Wildfire, which is the new book by Hannah Grace, which is the second book in the Icebreaker, the Maple Hills series. It's the second book after Icebreaker. I loved Icebreaker. I should have bought it. I regret not buying it now. But I listened to Icebreaker, so I don't have a physical copy of it, and I didn't want to buy them both. But I'm regretting that decision, so I might go back to Barnes & Noble this weekend so I can buy Wildfire. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, that is my update, and I'll talk to you guys in a while. Hello again. So I just checked the levels on my ink in my printer, and it worked fine. So I don't know what happened, but I prepared myself with all of the Barbarian books, plus a couple of Christina Lauren books because I'm just in the mood. But I'm really excited to pick up the first book. Oh, I also put Indigo Ridge on here because I'm thinking that I want to read that fairly soon. So I'm going to cut these all out, and then I'm going to go back to reading Spy Family. I'm about 60 pages in, I think. Let's see how far I am. 42%. I'm 83 pages in to this, so I'm enjoying it. It's fast. I'm liking this one better than I liked the second one. I think I was right. I don't remember if I talked about this in this vlog or if it was the previous vlog, that I think that each book follows a different like main character, but then like everybody else is like a side character in it. So like the first book followed Lloyd, I think that's his name. The second book followed Anya. The third book is following Yor. And so like I think moving forward it's gonna follow like whoever the character on the front of the book is, but I'm enjoying it so far. I just am glad to be getting through it so that I can read it before my library loan expires. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get these cut up. I read a ton last night. I read like almost 500 pages. So I got to page 233 of Ambrosia. I'm not loving it still. It's been kind of predictable and it's very repetitive, which is not really my vibe. So I'm not loving it, but I am going to finish it. I have like, I think that the Kindle said I had like an hour and 30 minutes till the end of the book. So I'm definitely going to finish it tonight. I also read A Spy Family volumes 3 and 4 last night, all the way through. And they were a lot of fun. It was really enjoyable. So I was able to get through a lot. I didn't read any of Akabor. I just didn't feel like picking up a physical book yesterday. But my goal today, it's 5:44 p.m. I am planning on reading as much as humanly possible for the next 5 hours probably. Ryan's doing like a game night with his friends, so I've got the whole night to read books and chill and hang out with the cats, and that's the plan. So my goals are to finish Ambrosia. I want to read Spy Family Volume 5. I would like to ideally get through as much of this book as humanly possible. I don't know if I'll finish it necessarily, but I want to get through a pretty good chunk of it, and then if I either want to take a break from this, or if I finish it or whatever other reason, I also could start Ice Planet Barbarians, because that is our book club book for October, and it's supposed to, I think it's like 180 pages, so it's super short, so I might pick that up as well. So that is the reading plans for tonight. I'm gonna hopefully vlog most of the evening, so yeah, I'm feeling very excited about the books, and we're gonna just get into it. I'm gonna sit here and read some of Ambrosia. I did also pick up a couple new books today, so I will show those to you in a little bit, but they're in the other room and I don't want to go get them right now. But I got some goodies, so I'm gonna read this and I will talk to you guys probably either when I finished it or if anything exciting happens. At this point, I'm not super loving it, so I'm not really anticipating anything exciting to happen, but we'll see. I'm finding this book to be very repetitive. I know I already mentioned that, but again, more repetitiveness, which is just annoying. I'm on page 260, and I'm just ready for it to be over. I'm like just trying to get through it because I'm too far into this now. I'm 78%, way too far into it to DNF, but I'm just not interested at all. So yeah, this is probably gonna be like a 2-star read for me, but I'll give you guys an update once I'm a little bit further in. But yeah, this literally, like, I feel like the same variation of the same things has happened like 4 times in 260 pages. So very annoying, not loving it, but I'm gonna get through it. Hello. I'm sorry if there's lots of noises happening. It's just been a busy house today. Ryan's out in the living room playing games and he's yelling. So if you can hear him, apologies. I'm running a bath. If you can hear that, apologies. There's also kids outside playing in the pool, and I just heard sirens. So there's just a lot going on, but I'm still wanting to update. So I just finished Ambrosia. Thank God that's over. I gave it 2.5 stars. Not a fan. I mean, it was okay and it ended well. I just was not a fan. I did not enjoy it. Frost was so good, and Ambrosia just did not live up to the hype. But I guess not really hype, because I hadn't actually seen any of my friends or anybody that I follow read it. But yeah, it didn't do it for me. But that being said, now that that's over with, I'm going to be picking up Spy Family Volume 5, and I'm gonna read that in the bath just because I feel like being relaxing tonight. So I'm gonna do a bath bomb. It's gonna be great. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna come back in here and read Act War. That's the plan. I read both volumes of Spy Family that I read yesterday very quickly, so I have a feeling I'll be able to read Spy Family Volume 5 pretty fast. And then once that's done, like I said, I'll read Act War. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about my reading right now. I have read 17 books in September so far, which is perfect. That's like way above and beyond for what I expect out of myself. And I have officially hit my reading goal of 100 books. I'm actually at 105 now, so I'm happy. I feel like I've been like killing it in the reading game for the last couple of months, and I'm very, very happy. So I will probably update you in a while in my pajamas because I'm gonna go take a bath and then I'm gonna get cozy and I will read some more of this, and I'm really excited. I'm actually like fiending to get into this and get through some more of it. So yeah, that's the plan, but I'll talk to you guys in a while. Hello, welcome to the end of the vlog. I'm super excited to be ending off this vlog because I feel like I had a really good reading week. There's a couple things I didn't update you on that I did finish, and so we're just gonna kind of chat through everything that I did finish. Yesterday I did forget to bring you along with me, but I did have a little bit of reading done. But the majority of the reason why I didn't bring you along with me is because one, we went to a winery and we did like a wine event, which was really cool. We actually went and got a tour of the facility. We got to try wine in like each stage of the process, as well as trying like red wine grapes, and then we did a tasting, and it was so much fun. It was such a good time. And then after that, we did our like base zero session, I guess, of our D&D campaign, and kind of fleshed out our characters a little bit. So that was also really fun. So I had a pretty bad headache, and so I just decided to pretty much lay in bed and try and get rid of it. So yeah, I didn't want to update because I just had a lot of stuff going on yesterday, but I did do some reading. So let me pull up my Goodreads so that I can make sure that I'm telling you the right things. I also don't remember what all I updated you on and like what all I finished when I was updating. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly go over everything that I read in this video. So let's see. All right, so in this video, I read The True Love Experiment. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely was obsessed. I really loved it. I do think after like further consideration, it's probably closer to a 4.5 star. I think I was just a little caught up in like my enjoyment of it, but there's a lot of things about it that I don't fully remember because I listened to it so quickly. So I don't know that I would necessarily say it's actually a 5 star, but it's really close. And then I also listened to Thornhedge, and I gave that book a 4 stars, actually a 3.75 stars, but close enough to a 4 stars. I also really enjoyed it. It was just a novella, so obviously I can't give it like a super high rating unless it was fantastic. And I thought that it was really good, but not like blow your socks off good. And then I read Spy Family Volume 3, 4, and 5, and I gave Volumes 3 and 4 4 stars, and Volume 5 3 stars. I'm really loving this series. The vlog for next week, I will be at least reading Volume 6, if not more, but yeah, I'm just loving it. I'm loving going through it, and it's just been a really good time, so I'm really happy. And then I also did finish Ambrosia. I didn't love it. It wasn't great. I gave it a 2.5 stars. I just was pretty disappointed because I really loved Frost, and I was hoping that I was just gonna love the whole, like, I guess it's only a duology that I'm aware of, but I just was not impressed. So 2.5 stars for that. But overall, I feel like I read quite a bit. I mean, a lot of it was like novellas or graphic novels. I mean, I guess they're mangas, but I don't know. I'm just feeling very happy with my reading, and this next week is going to be a fun one. So stay tuned for next week's vlog. But yeah, I'm happy with my reading, and that's all you can ask for as a reader. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.